My secret was to read. Belinda, you are coming to make the same mistake. This will not work unless you do what I'm about to tell you today. If I do not execute it, it will not work. Procrastination is not an option. No, ever. Yo. Do not set goals for the year 2025 if you are not ready to do this. If not you or myself, I know we all know somebody who sets new ambitious goals every new year and still find themselves scrambling in December, realizing they didn't even come close to achieving even 50% of the goals they set for themselves for that particular year. In fact, let me tell you a quick story. So for some time last year, I told myself that, 2 years ago, that was for 2023, because I was in my final year of medical school. I was preparing to write my exam, so I couldn't really hit the gym like I wanted to. I got to my posting for first day housemanship, and I was there telling myself, I don't think I'll find. I didn't even make effort to find a gym around me, right? And the gyms that I got to know around, I was just not interested. So this was me lying to myself that I'll be doing home workouts now. The whole of last year, I don't even remember doing any particular home workout. The only workout I knew how to do was to walk, use my Lexus and walk around. That's all. Then here comes a new year. At the end of the year last year, I told myself that I don't want to remain the same. I really don't want to be the same person I am for this year. How come I set goals and I'm not able to achieve them? Then guess what I did? My secret was to read. I'm someone who does not like reading. Of course, I used to lie to myself. I don't like reading because I don't want to read. That's the excuse I used to give myself. I don't like reading. I don't like reading. But I didn't know that was going to be my secret weapon. So when the year was about to end, this is me doing my regular yearly thing. I sat down, started writing my goals for 2025, my vision board. And I sat down and thought to myself, Belinda, you are coming to make the same mistake. What are you doing differently this year? So I did my research and I stumbled upon a game-changing idea, the 12-week year plan. This book completely flipped my perspective on goal setting. It introduces the concept of annualized thinking, which basically means that we set goals for the entire year, subconsciously telling ourselves or giving us the impression that, we have a lot of time to achieve these goals that I'm talking about. If you watch my previous video, which I've linked up here, I mentioned that we made the vision board based on this concept, annualized thinking. And at the end of the video, I told you that this will not work. This concept we made this vision board from will not work unless you do what I'm about to tell you today. The problem is we procrastinate because we think we have so much time left to achieve the goals that we set for ourselves for the year. Then we find ourselves rushing at the last minute, cutting corners, especially when it's 2 months to the year ending, falling short of a lot of things that we had planned for ourselves for that particular year. Let's think about it this way. Instead of thinking in years, what if you told yourself that every 12 weeks is a year for you? That way, the urgency shifts and so does the focus. I got to know from my research and my reading that most people do not achieve their goals at the end of the year because the timeline is too broad and the execution lacks any sense of urgency. Think about it. How many of us wait until the last minute before we meet our deadlines? Now I just want you to picture this way. Imagine your deadline isn't December anymore, but it's just 12 weeks away, which means that every week is a month for you with this new strategy that you are going to adopt. Let me fill you in. Here's how it works. You are going to break your goals down into smaller chunks. As you do that, you focus on only the ones that are going to be achievable within the next 12 weeks. Then you get super clear on your priorities and work to execute it. Your success depends on it because it actually does. This way, every week become your month and every day is going to count for you. It's not going to be just about doing anymore, but rather doing what really matters most. Enough of the lectures. Okay, let me give you a practical example. Personally, this is something I am learning this year, and this is how I am going to apply it to one aspect of my life to see how it's going to work out at the end of the year. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm using this plan basically for my YouTube channel. At the end of this year, I want to get at least 5k subscribers on YouTube. How am I going to make this happen? Let me show you. So what I'm going to do, or the plan I have taken, is I'm considering each week as a month, right? So I have 12 weeks. What I'm going to do is to post consistently for the next 12 weeks. I'm already in my week 2. My plan is to post 3 times a week on my YouTube for my long form videos, and and post shorts also at least 5 times a week. I'm going to be posting on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays for my YouTube video. Week 1 has already passed. I was still rediscovering myself and working it out to see how best I'm going to make this work for me. So I started this my plan from week 2, which I am proud of that I am making it happen anyway. Aside just posting consistently, I have also decided that I'm going to really analyze my content and see what resonates with my audience, see what my audience really engage on, and then also take time out of my own schedules to engage on every single video. That when I see a comment, I'm going to reply. Just be more active on YouTube to get to grow my channel, because I can't just say or put on my vision board that I want 5k subscribers at the end of the year. It will not work. If I do not execute it, it will not work. Then I created the vision in vain. Now I've made rooms for mistakes, because this is still a learning process for me. After everything that I've put in place, at the end of the 12 weeks, which is my own yearly calendar, not only would I have been able to achieve my goals, but I know that I would have created a sustainable growth strategy for myself and my channel. I mean, systems that make this growth that I'm looking at sustainable. I've put it in 3 main components for you. The first one is for you to laser your focus. You don't expect yourself to be achieving the number of things you want to achieve at the end of these 12 weeks by doing a lot of things at a time. So what you are going to do is to zero in on what really matters to you most, that can be achievable within the early parts of the year, like I am doing. Then the next one is a built-in urgency. With the fact that I have just 12 weeks and not 365 days, you and I definitely know that procrastination is not an option. So with this new plan that I am adapting, I know that there's going to be this built-in urgency that will always make me strive to work on my goals to achieve them, because I have just 12 weeks to achieve what I really want to achieve. My third block is quick wins. I'm going to be seeing my achievements as quick wins, because I'm going to be hitting smaller milestones at a time, and I know that hitting smaller milestones and celebrating them one at a time keeps me motivated to keep on working. So at the end of the year, I would have had different blocks of 12 weeks in that year, which I used to achieve different sets of things. And mind you, at the end of the year, I bet you I would have achieved about 80% of my goals for the year 2025. Like I told you, this year I am on a productivity mission and I'm not leaving you behind. So I've just not come here to share with you what I've planned to do for my life. I'm just making it as practical as possible, because I want you to be able to adapt this strategy, so that at the end of the year, when we are all celebrating, we'll be celebrating together. I'll just not be leaving anyone behind. Now that I have taken my time to explain everything to do, this is your time. Go and grab a notebook, sit down, think, meditate, and ask yourself, what is that one thing? What are those 2 things? What are those 3 or 5 things that I can achieve or I want to achieve in the next 12 weeks? Break these down into actionable steps and get to work this moment. Get to work right away. And it's a vision board, no, Yo, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you are like me and you are ready to stop procrastinating and become successful at the end of 2025, depending on what success means to you, then you know what to do. Don't forget to click the like button, share this video to your friends that you want to pull along, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos on topics like this. Put on your post notification bell so that you don't miss out on any video I post at all, because this is our year of glorification. And we cannot do that by sitting on our butts. Okay, remember, every 12 weeks is a new year, so let's make it count. See you in my next video. Bye.